Okay, welcome back to my way of thinking. Okay, this is going to be part two. Okay, like I said before, yeah, I just wrote down a few things. Please feel free to leave comments um, to see if anything that I'm saying makes sense to you. Okay, I mean everybody's got their own worldview of things. I have mine. So let's begin again. Okay, propaganda is the biggest money making machine. It sells everything from nothing and gets to the soul of everyone. Now, what I mean by that is that, you know, let's just say whoever watches TV, so you're sitting down, you're watching TV, or even say you're listening to Pandora or something, and you hear a stupid freaking ad, okay, which is nothing but an infomercial, commercial, whatever, okay. And all of a sudden you see this brand new thing that they came up with, uh, and that's what I mean by, they make shit out of nothing, so, I mean, let's just say, oh, well, we've developed a new potato peeler, or, get your electric fucking hangover or something, I don't know. Um, so, basically what I'm saying is propaganda is what's, running our lives because I mean let's say you need something to clean the floor, right? Well, you got to go to the store and buy floor cleaner, but you're not just buying any floor cleaner, you're buying what they sell, okay, which is propaganda. I mean, you could make this stuff at home. That's why there are home remedies. That's why there are you know uh, you take some fucking lemon juice and some I don't know, baking soda or something, and boom, you can wash your floor. I mean, so and add water, of course, but I mean, you don't necessarily need to go out and buy Lysol, say, or Quick Shine, or whatever it is you buy. You know, okay. Next thought. Um, and if it seems like I'm going too fast, it's because these videos do have a time limit, so that I can't go over that time limit, or else it won't post. So, uh, and just for the people who think they are voting for the best intentions, trust and believe voting has no other intention other than fulfilling their intentions. Okay? Um, so, I've already hit on that a little bit. Everything is a duopoly. When they say there is a pill for making you healthy, remember that for every good intention is a deviant outcome. Say, yeah, they make a pill for your cold and whatnot, but hey, guess what? There are side effects. Not that I'm saying anything new. I'm just, you know, um, I mean, if you really can't see the picture from being medicated, so to speak, I mean, there's almost every form of medication out there. Between they got stuff for your headaches, they got stuff for your upset stomach, they got stuff for your constipation. They got, I mean, all of that is medication, and then everything that you take is a side effect. So but not to mention, what's that fucking medicine? Fucking oh my god, for swelling. Anyway, I guess if you drink too much of that stuff, I mean, same thing with mouthwash. You get drunk on that shit. So next thing you know, you become an alcoholic just from mouthwash. So so no matter how slow it happens, the point being is that it's happening. Okay, so the drip effect. Um, Whenever they introduce something new, instead of taking everybody by shock by just coming out with the thing that has all of it, they drip it into society. You know, they say, oh, well, let's see, what's the first thing they started out with? They started out with the cellular phone. Okay, it's like the cell phone is like the first thing that pops in my head. It's probably because of my age or whatever, but I mean, I was around when they came out with the first cellular phone. Okay, when it was hooked up to a car, you know, and then they made the first wireless cellular phone, which looked like, you know, I don't know, a brick, you know. So I mean, a brick with an antenna. I mean, that's how big it was. I mean, it's not like you could just stick it in your pocket. And then from there they just, you know, they made it smaller. Then they made the flip phone, you know, so they wanted to see how you would react to the big brick phone. Now they introduce, you know, the Star Trek version of the, with the flip phone, you know, so it's that kind of thing, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until, you know, until the entire population has it, you know. We are told we need to work so we can pay for the propaganda. Okay? Now, the propaganda being taxes, food, water, uh, transportation, gadgets, clothing, any kind of pretty much anything. You know, what do we work for? We work to live. What do we pay? You know, I mean, that's basically it. I mean, you're taking a paycheck, okay, but you're putting it right back into the hands that gave it to you. Okay, so you're oh, that's how they get say circulation. Okay, they're only circulating their own money. Okay. Um, Another thought was you need to be aware that they pay for nothing. Okay, which the rich people, the government people, and the higher ups from there. They don't pay nothing that we pay for. Okay, they take our hard-earned money to pay for their things. Okay, that's how they pay for things. Okay, they take our money that we put in there that wasn't ours to begin with, that we got from them anyway. So basically, and then they say that there's more value. So I don't know. Um, they wouldn't have shit without us, pretty much. Then they turn around and pay you with the money you gave them, the circulation. So, um, yeah, I mean, so basically, you go to work every single day. Okay, they give you a weekly wage, which is supposed to be a transaction. Okay, you're supposed to give your service for money. Okay, uh, which is what the IRS doesn't want you to know. Okay, so basically, we're not supposed to be paying the IRS. The IRS doesn't even belong in this fucking country. Okay, the IRS is set up uh, to pay, uh, royalty, pretty much. You know, the king and queen. Okay, because this country, we're not American. We're still fucking British. I don't care how you slice it. Okay, you pay for actors, you pay for government, you pay for the industry, you pay for cops, you pay for roads, etc. We pay for everything. Okay, I don't understand um, how people don't think that we own everything. Uh, this is what happens when you give up your power. Okay, and it's something that we need to concentrate on, and we need to take our power back. Okay, as a whole, as a collective thought. Okay, because if we all don't think the same, then we're not going to get nothing resolved. And I mean, I've heard from a couple people now that we need to tear down this the government. Nothing we get is beneficial from them. To be quite honest with you. Not that we get anything from them other than a fucking headache. Uh, so once we get into the thought that we own everything, but they put into your brain, the inception, that we own nothing. Okay, then they can just take what it is that we take our hard-earned money for, say buy a house, and they could just turn around and take it from you. Or, you turn around and you buy a car and they say, oh, well, we can just possess it at any time, repossess it. We have the authority over you, and it doesn't matter what you say, we're going to do it anyway. So I mean, thus the taking away of guns, because I'll tell you this much: if everybody owned a gun, and all this people that say, oh, well, I have authority over you, all you gotta do is pull out your gun and blow their frickin' brains out. Then they have no authority over nobody. Okay? Which is a really reckless thought, but it's a thought nonetheless. We don't need government. Why do people think they do? Because people allow them to tell you that. Okay? And, us as a whole, okay? Let them tell us that we need them, okay? We don't. I'm pretty sure this country would make it on its own 2 feet if we didn't have government. The worst things that could happen are done through good intentions, and that is everything, okay? So, one more thought, well, maybe two. Remember that cameras are everywhere and in everything. You can't fart without the government knowing it, okay? You can't jerk off without the government knowing it. You can't yell at your kids. And believe me, there's somebody listening, there's somebody watching all the time, okay? Let's see. Flip the page. Also remember who coined the phrase conspiracy, okay? For all us conspiracy theorists they're not theories, they're actually facts. But, I mean, depending on how you want to look at it. If you want to believe a lie, then believe the lie. I mean, believe whatever you want. I believe in nothing, because a belief is nothing but regurgitated information that is said to be true without any backup whatsoever. Anyway, the same people who caused it with the corruption of the human race for the sole purpose of ruling the world, okay? I mean, that's just the way it is. Until people wake up and get away from the programming, get away from everything that's falling into Agenda 21, everything that's going from the guidestones, everything that's coming from 2030, Agenda 2030. I mean, seriously, this information is out there, and nobody's really paying any attention other than the people like, the truthers. I guess I could be called a truther now, but I mean, I'm just trying to reach people in any which way I can. I mean, regular people that I see up and down the street, my family and everybody just thinks I'm fucking either stupid, nuts, crazy, whatever, don't know what the hell I'm talking about, and da-da-da-da. Even though there's all kinds of shit that I've looked up. I mean, I've been looking this stuff up for, a good 6 years, and the more stuff that pops up, the more it falls into place, and it just, all the dots connect from fucking way back when. I mean, we have a lazy society that just wants to believe what they want to believe, pretty much. So, all right, I will be back with part 3.